Welcome to Daikoku parking area, a famous racing spot of the Wangan Freeway Racers. It is here that you will often find a racing team of NSXs built for the circuit and raced on both the track and the street. Their name? Top End. We're invited for a day of Wangan with Top End by our good friend Yana-chan. Although these cars mean business, these guys are absolutely crazy. And how can you not have fun with guys who race over 180 miles an hour? Let's go out on the Wangan. We headed out on the Wangan Expressway and played a little game of tag with 11 highly modified NSXs. Top End has become a famous and highly respected race crew in Japan. The crew boasts a membership of 25 street and circuit spec NSXs that are often featured in various Japanese magazines and videos. Trey from Velocity got grip an exclusive interview with the leader of Top End.
How long is Top End?
2 years.
2 years. Horsepower, average.
Average 300 K.
310 PS each car.
Over 300.
Over 300. Over 300 horsepower. Whose car's fastest?
No. Nani? Oh, yeah.
This one? Not this one?
No.
This one?
No. Tune up. Full tune. Full tune up.
Full tune.
380だから
Okay, come on.
380
380.
horsepower.
380 PS.
6 flat.
スロット
6 flat.
individual ITB
うん
はいはいすごい
シーケンシャル。
Oh, sequential.
シーケンシャル。
So,
Essential.
ノークラッチ。
sequential.
clutchless
レーシングカー。ピョンピョンピョンピョン。
はいはいはい
はい。Yeah. ピュンピュン。ジャパニーズトップエンド。Okay. Number 1.
マフィアだから。
Japanese mafia.
No Japanese 香港
These cars may look pretty, but they are built for speed. Back to the Wangan. Olympics in San Francisco. Put on by Moto P of Club 4AG, it is here that you will find famous American drifters like Benson Sue, Andy Yen, Alex Pfeiffer, Ken Gushie, and Signal Auto's Fumiaki Komatsu. Grip Video met with Ernie Fixmer from Team Rotora, one of the drivers picked by Drift King Keiichi Tsuchiya to be one of the participants in the first D1 Grand Prix professional drift event in the US. Ernie shared with us his thoughts on drifting in America and being a part of D1.
I was in Japan for about 3 years. I didn't actually start drifting until about 6 months after I got there. So it was probably like January of 2000. I started noticing in the evenings when we got off work that a couple guys in the parking lot started changing their tires out and tweaking on their cars a little bit. So I started walking over there and asking them, what's up, what are they doing? They said, we're going to go out to play. And I'm like, oh, what's this? I ended up going to Nago Circuit and practicing a lot. And from there it went. The drifting level here has gone up quite a bit. It's going to be hard for, I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's going to be hard for everybody to keep to Japan's level because a lot of the drifters come from off the streets. And there's a stress level on the streets that you cannot maintain here with cones and things like that. You can't maintain the stress level. Even for me, it's hard for me to maintain that stress level because I can't play like I did in Japan.
It's impressive. I mean, he has a lot of angle, speed. He reminds me of the videos I watched of Japan.
It's kind of funny, they put me as Ernie Gung Ho Fixmer in the magazine. And a lot of people, I guess they say that's my style. I didn't think I had a style, but now I'm starting to see, I guess, that everybody says I go out there and do what I have to do. Doing tryouts, anything can happen when you're out drifting. About split-second reactions. So you got to be really, really consistent in D1 from what I've seen. I just got signed with Rotora until next December. There's talk with Naoki and Moto that we're going to be putting on some shows nationwide. Rotora is signing the contract. They're going to take care of me for that. It's awesome. It's a dream come true, really. And I hope it continues. I hope it's not just for this August. And hopefully I can make something of it.
Just left Ronzo's house, and we're heading out to meet up with Trey, another Velocity guy. We're gonna do some tailgate, or at least we're gonna go check it out. We're gonna see how days. We've got somewhat warm days, 15 degrees, 14 degrees Celsius. To see if the ice is melted up there yet. Let's see if we can do some toge.
What's going on, Randy?
How slippery it was. Mike was just testing the road to see how slippery it was. And we had some slippery spots coming up. The tail end was getting a little wild. So, and we might be okay tonight. If we can find a halfway decent place, then we can have some fun.
Dude, this is what we're gonna go drifting in. That's where we're gonna go drifting in the ice below freezing, Kobu Pass.
last time he did that, spun out right there, that's how I wrecked.
Yeah.
He spun out and I clutch kicked coming up.
So like from like.
Yep.
Mike, now
This
you
is why you don't drift on the street, kids. I've been getting really lucky. I've scraped the front end a little bit every once in a while. So, anyways, how it happened was we were drifting through the S's, and you transverse through the S's. It's a left, and then a right, and a quick left, and then you gotta set the car and go into the hairpin right. The hairpin right is really tricky because the road is crested real well, like a lot in the middle. So the front wheels, you got to keep them on the right side of the road, the oncoming lane of traffic. And that pulls you around the turn. And if you go a little bit, if you get the front end to get up over the crest, the whole car wants to slide over. So then when it's snowy and icy like this, and you can see all the ice all over the ground, it doesn't help. You know, you don't have any room for air. And it's kind of stupid to do it anyway, but you know, we're stupid, so we do it. It's fun. It's fun.
do it again. What?
What?
Keep going.
Is there anybody in the parking lot?
No.
Are you sure?
Positive.
We're dorks.
We're straight dorks.
Go for it.
Ready?
Yeah. This is DJ Electric.
Look at him. I wanted you to keep doing it like this.
We blew the fuse. We out-tranced the car.
Yeah.
We out-tranced the car, dude.
The clock is out. The fucking
Stereo is not
We
working.
actually out-tranced the car.
amp is out.
That's funny, dude.
Fucking funny. Oh, the fucking the lights don't work either.
Welcome to Border Racing, one of the most legendary racing companies in Tokyo, Japan. Owner Tsutomu Sashiyama started out as a famous street racer in his prefecture. Now he builds and tunes cars for both grip and drift racing. Border's popular line of body kits for Nissans, Toyotas, and Mazdas are designed by Sashiyama-san himself, as are the Border exhaust systems, suspension systems, turbo kits, and engine performance upgrades. The FRP hood from Border has garnered quite a bit of attention for its design. As opposed to the normal sandwiching of two fiberglass pieces, which decreases the durability of the hood and creates rough edges, having the outer layer curve over the edge creates strength and allows for better fitment and a smoother finish.
It's designed exact to fit how it is, instead of normal FRP sandwiched together like this where you gotta cut.
When you open them all the time, they get loose and they lose shape. Or if you ever fitted aero parts, like the bumpers, you have to sand the corners. But the way he's designed it, it's strong and it never changes its shape, so it lasts forever.
Two of Border's most popular cars are Border's FD3 SRX7 and the Z32 Fairlady Z. The prototype wide-body RX7 is outfitted with Fairladies have always been a popular sports car in Japan. Border has built this fully tuned Z32 with the following components.
Go straight, and then pull your e-brake, kind of like when you're riding a bicycle as a little kid.
Abunai! Abunai! Abunai!
危なかった。あ
あ。
Alex from Grip and Brandon from HKS USA explain the basics of springs, coilovers, and suspension systems.
With the progressive rate spring, it actually has a couple different rates in there. During normal driving street conditions and you hit a little bump, it doesn't jar the vehicle, it doesn't throw it off track. And when more weight is applied to progressive rate spring, it actually gets stiffer. For example, if you're in a corner, your body's leaning, the more weight that's applied to the spring itself, it's actually getting stiffer. So that's the difference between a linear rate and a progressive rate. They use progressive rate springs for most race applications only because it utilizes the same rate all the way throughout. That way they can professionally corner weight the vehicle specifically for the track and their conditions that they're looking for. Well, the spring is designed specifically for the application and for the drop height that they design it at. When you cut or you heat a spring, it actually throws the rate completely off. Whether you measure it or not, it's going to not be consistent all the way through. Each four corners are going to be, completely way off. It's going to be detrimental to your shock, which is going to cause premature wear, not having the tire contact patch that you're looking for. Stuff like that. Each spring is individually load tested prior to shipping out and boxing. So all the products are manufactured, designed, engineered, R&D in-house in HKS Japan. The quality control is bar none. Going with the mated threaded body shock and tuned spring in conjunction as one unit gives a much better ride and feel. People go with coilover suspension due to the height adjustment, the dampening adjustment, and you can basically set up your car for street or track. The Hypermax damper is a full true coilover system. It's made from high quality chromoly, which is very durable. It uses a linear rate spring. This is actually a progressive wound. Most come with a aluminum pillow ball upper mount. Some are actually camber adjustable, which you can adjust the camber on certain McPherson type struts. It's a single monotube design. It's oil and gas filled. It comes with a short stroke damper, so when you lower the vehicle, it actually doesn't take away from the stroke of the shock itself. Spring and shock are mated together to be one working piece.
What the fuck was that?
I hate these fucking tires, dude. We're taking a detour. He's gonna be really easy with it. All the way you can do with these fucking
Nice one.
crap tires.
We're in Yokohama right now, Nambu actually. It's about midnight right now. We're gonna do some street drags. Guys are clearing away the obstacles over here to the drag, and I'm really shaky because I'm really fucking cold.
Welcome to Ziroyan, or drag racing as it's known in the United States. Tonight, Grip's at a very classic spot for street racing in Yokohama, with the Velocity Racing Team, Redline, and other crews. As you can see here, most of what you'll find is rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. Front-wheel drive cars are rarely seen at Ziroyan.
We used to race here. Yeah, a couple years ago. One of the best races we used to race. Yeah. We used to just within the barricade right now, so we restart racing.
chased out by the cops. Everyone ran and regrouped at another location.
Taking the dark roads.
In Japan, the cops are a little more lenient than they are in the US. Usually they'll just show up, turn on their lights, and wait for everyone to leave.
Is that GTR? GTR.
Not everyone made it back without being caught.
He had his license plate up so the cops can see the number. That's illegal in Japan, so probably gonna get some tickets.
Yeah.
Cops are smiling, dude.
Maybe not. Yeah, sometimes the older guys, sometimes they're cool.
They're cool.
Yeah. They just got a warning.
This is what not to do with your license plates on your car.
Flip it up.
Check out the ratchet.
See what you do is they get that so they push it back so when you're driving on the highway, yeah, the cameras, they won't see it. Like if they see it go like this, it'll bounce right off.
My name is Ken Gushi. I am a high school student. I go to Gabrielino High School and I drive an S13.
Ken Gushi is looked upon as one of the new up-and-coming drifters in the American D1. What's even more surprising is that he's only 16.
I learned about drifting from Video Option, the Option magazine. Your video, Fast and the Furious, just kidding.
After school, then go home, he always think about the drifting, driving car.
I started driving when I was 9 years old. At 13 years old, my dad took me to the canyons with his Corolla.
The car at the dirt, start drifting at the car self, Punch the accident, the car like start shaking. So I tell him to how to control the car. I don't teach nothing, just whatever the slide in the car, the control. The handbrake, e-brake drifting, and the clutch drifting, and all kind of drifting and style. So he jumped in the car and he never stopped driving until I'm stopping.
My first track event was the November of 2001. And that's where I first ran my SR20. But then the bad thing was my dad forgot to put oil inside the transmission, and I ran the car without oil. And on the way back home, the transmission burned, and then we got stuck in traffic. They don't believe me when I say I'm 16. And I don't know, I don't think they believe that I don't have a license either. My goal was to be in D1, but now that I am running in D1, now my goal is to do good, win, first place.
I'm very proud. That's actually that's my dream. So actually his dream, but my dream also.
I'm not really nervous. I am nervous, but not that nervous yet. Until like the last week before D1, then I'll be nervous. I want to see more girls drifting. I'm waiting for like the first D1 girl to come out. I don't think it's gonna be where Japan is at right now, where their level is just far beyond our level. So I think it'll be similar to Japan's D1, but I think the United States is just gonna have their own style. I think their own style of D1.
La la la. Can you hear me now?
Hi, my name is Joe Galante from Seattle, Washington. I'm the owner of the 1994 Toyota Supra Turbo you see here. I belong to Team Mospeed, which is a club that's based out of the Seattle area. I also work for a company called Rytec Motorsports for the creation of project vehicles as seen here. I ditched out on the 93 Civic Si, which just wasn't quite fast enough. I saw the winged beast from the east, which we refer to as the Supra, and thought it'd be kind of a cool car to just drive around in and have some good times with. Then I picked up a Turbo magazine and a couple other magazines and realized that, oh my gosh, you could put stuff on these things to go faster. And it's just been kind of an addiction since then. 2JZ? No shit.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, you moved back, thanks, I appreciate it. It's Joe, it's this guy right here. Nice, this is the sickest Supra I've seen.
Thank you.
Yeah, how's that? How's that? Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, the Toyota Supra sports the 2JZ, no shit, GTE engine, which is the inline 6 turbo. We modified the stock twin turbos to a Greddy T78 single turbo upgrade. The cylinder head has been ported and polished. The intercooler is done by Greddy as well. It's a 4-row intercooler. It's got HKS 272 cams and running AEM cam gears. The entire car is controlled by the AEM EMS engine management system, which is just a fabulous piece to work with. The boost is controlled by a Greddy Profec B. It dynoed at 683 rear wheel horsepower and R&D dyno at 26 pounds of boost. The exterior of the car is a complete custom wide body kit. It's all handcrafted out of sheet metal. It's 2.5 inches wider in the front and 3.5 inches wider in the rear. It has Vilside side skirts and rear skirts, which have been molded into the rear bumper and sides. The front bumper is a factory OEM bumper with a Bomex molded lower lip. The wing on the rear is done by C-West. It's a full carbon fiber wing, and it's got the JGTC style side mirrors, which just kind of accent everything from the rear forward. Running the HKS hyperdamper coilovers. All brakes are done by StopTech. They really fill out the HRE wheels. All the interior accents and goodies have been generously worked with from Sparco. A set of the Sparco pedals, which is matched with the steering wheel and the shift knob, etc. All interior panels have been recovered. The Targa has been refinished and suede, along with the shift boots and custom stitching in the doors. The roll cage was built by Art Morrison. It's a custom 4-point bolt-in roll cage that I designed, and we had the NX nitrous bottles custom mounted to the back of it. We're running Greddy 60mm gauges, yeah, all sorts of fun stuff. Other than that, you know, it's got your regular standard laundry list of Supra modifications. Fabulous car to work with. Everybody who has them loves them, and then they trade them in for Skylines.
Welcome to Show Up Asahi. Home of sexy style body kits created by Ken Inouye, and home of Sexy Nights drifting team. Just about every part you could ever want for your drift car and more are available here.
Sexy Nights!
Led by D1 competitor Satoshi Suzuki, the Sexy Nights are famous for drifting in the industrial areas in Chiba, as well as competing at various drifting events and competitions. Grip Video hooked up with Sexy Knights and several of their friends' teams, including Excite, Noisemaker, Tech Arts, Excellent Works, and Society. One car really caught our eye, the Tech Arts Skyline GTS. First thing you'll notice upon opening the hood is the V-configured intercooler radiator setup. By placing the intercooler above the radiator, heat is dissipated more easily as the intercooler is not blocking the radiator. The car's engine is not made to produce high horsepower, but to be well balanced and have a large amount of torque. This is important in drifting, where instant response is very important. The car is also stripped to make the car as light as possible. Drifters in Japan set up their daily drivers for full race, taking their sport very seriously, and always to the extreme. A broken tie rod sent the Tech Arts 11 into the curb. The teams got together to help push the car into a side street before the cops could arrive. This unfortunately ended this night of street drifting, but you can be sure to see more of the Sexy Knights, Excite, Tech Arts, Noisemaker, Excellent Works, and Society later in future Grip videos.
Bye-bye.
Ronzo from Society Drift Team shares with us his feelings on the evening.
It's a perfect day.
If you could go home and...
If I could go home and fuck some pussy, break my dick off in that shit, dude, just go to sleep, is a perfect night, dude. Who needs to die and go to heaven when you're living it already? It's the shit. Hey, does he want to race? Does he want to race?
Grip Video went to the 2003 IDRC Toyota Aloha Nationals to spend a day with Venom Crew in their infamous Toyota Supra. Venom is famous for their fuel management products, nitrous systems, cam gears, and other products. The Venom race team has several cars in their stable, and one of their most popular cars is their Toyota Supra. The Venom Supra runs 2 very large turbines in nitrous. Huge tires keep this snake on the pavement, and the parachute rigged on the rear of the car provides stopping power for a car that produces 1,498 horsepower at 996 foot-pounds of torque. The Supra runs on ethanol fuel, otherwise known as alcohol. Jimmy personally likes to inspect the fuel mixture himself.
Listen here, okay? When you like Jack Daniels, you're gonna get fucked up. The past few events we've been running mid-sevens, close to about 185 miles an hour in the quarter mile. Right now today we're just trying to back the power out of the car and get it to leave straight out of the hole. Been told by several dahuis and the locals here that basically, you know, nobody gets out of this track straight, from what I understand. So we're just trying to turn the power down as much as we can without sacrificing the vehicle, and I'll just go out there and give you guys a show.
Jimmy prepares to make his first pass of the day.
Just remember your usual deal, brother. You got it under control. Cool. Show me your levers. Okay. What? Show me your levers. Boom, boom. Got it.
The tires are warmed up. Now it's time for the first pass. Jimmy seemed to have some problems on the first run. Let's look at it again.
I had a really hard time differentiating where the actual groove was and in the dry cement. I couldn't even tell, dude. That's why, if you guys, after I got real loose and then I got it kind of straightened out, you notice I didn't get back on it right away, and that's because I wanted to make sure that I was straight. And then once I saw that white dash line in the center of the groove, and I'm like, okay, I'm there.
How you feeling, Jimmy?
Thanks, Brucey.
Good, a little tired. You know, even though you try not to think about time changing that your body does. I mean, fucking 6, 7 o'clock comes along, you know, it's like 8, 9, 10 at home, you know, and like, I'm usually in bed by 9:30, 10. Unless I'm working on the website. Air on? Air's on. We probably go down. Do you need to go down too much air? No, I like it like that.
9:32, and this was just a shakedown pass. Venom tows the Supra back into the pit to prepare it for the runs of the night. Unfortunately, Venom and the track had a disagreement which led to Venom packing up for the night. But you can bet that you'll see more of Venom in future grip videos.
Boom, you leave, shoots, and it's done, you know, and this was like, I actually had to drive, I actually had to do the gas and stuff, I actually had to work, you know. Instead of just sit there and stare, you know, so it was a lot of fun. That gave me some experience and some confidence, which I really need, you know, so.
'While in Canada, one of our first places to visit was one of Richmond's most popular tuners, Garage 5.
Hi, my name is Wayne, part owner of Garage 5 Performance Tuning in Richmond, British Columbia. My partners here with me, Richard Tam, Robert Tam, and David Yu.
So why is it Garage 5 then instead of Garage 4?
Because 5 represents speed.
That's in Chinese, man. Oh. 5. I'm filming, dude.
What's 5 in Chinese?
Five.
Is it?
So why isn't it garage 5?
Say fast in Chinese.
It's 5.
Oh, 5. Oh, 5. Oh,
So actually you guys spelled it wrong.
No. It's supposed to mean like speed garage.
Oh.
Garage 5 actually started as a team, a car club called Stage 5. Eventually we had enough members and we said, hey, let's start up a business, and what better name to call it than to call it Garage 5. Half the name off our team and half a new name, so Garage 5.
We started off treating all the Hondas and Acuras, all aspects, not just looks or performance. We help customers out with a little bit of everything, do a lot of engine swaps for customers. And recently we've been doing a lot of Honda tuning, a wideband tuning on the street and on the dyno.
Gearing towards this, we've pretty much done all that we can do with Hondas. Obviously we still help customers with Hondas, but we're trying to gear toward other vehicles and makes. For instance, Nissan is upcoming big name for cars, as well as some of the other brands like Mazda's got some pretty new cars. We'd like to work on those as well, instead of just concentrating on Hondas. I mean, not everybody drives Hondas, right?
Hello, I'm Klaus Ettensberger, President and CEO of CEC, Klaus Ettensberger Corporation. Here we are at our showroom in West Los Angeles, Beverly Hills, where we are catering to the rich and famous, so to say. We are importing high-end automotive products from Europe, mainly Germany and Italy, including aftermarket accessories, spoiler kits, suspension components, exhaust systems, big wheels, anywhere from 15 to 24 inches.
This car right here, our 996 Turbo, is one of our prize cars. We have a TechArt front bumper, Type 2, has brake cooling air ducts built into it. We have side skirts, we have grill intakes on the side, rear spoiler in the rear, and the rear bumper. The rear wing on this is actually a complete rear deck lid. It replaces the whole engine trunk lid and has a rear wing that is adjustable manually. It's no longer goes up and down with the mechanical, but you can adjust it right here with the Allen screws to get your different kinds of downforce depending on what kind of tracks or what kind of running you're doing with the car. The rear bumper is also a TechArt piece, and it's a complete replacement rear bumper from the taillight on down, and it's cut out for the TechArt exhaust system. TechArt and all the tuners that we carry here in the States wind tunnel test their products and are actually functional pieces that increase downforce at top speeds. So, and you might not get a lot of top speed runs out here, but in Germany it's quite common. Under the hood, it's a Tiptronic transmission, so we can only bump it up a stage 1, which is the reprogrammed ECU and the air filter system, along with the high-performance exhaust and sport catalytic converters. The TechArt exhaust system is from the catalytic converter back, and it features the GT2 Sport Cats, 100-cell Sport Cats, all the way to the tailpipes. The tailpipes have the TechArt design of 2 tailpipes into 1, and this is the black chrome version. It's also offered in a full polished chrome. So we go from 410 horsepower to 470 horsepower with just the stage 1. There's also stage 2, 3, and 4 that take it up to 700 horsepower rear-wheel drive at that point. It makes it for a perfect daily driver, as well as being able to take it out to the track and take some high-speed runs to Las Vegas, Palm Springs, wherever you need to go in a hurry. This one has one of the first brake kits available from Brembo of their new Gran Turismo brake systems. It's an 8-piston brake caliper with a 15-inch rotor, cross-drilled rotor, and 4-piston in the rear. Because of the big brakes, you have to run 19-inch wheels, and it's a 19.8.5, 1911 in the rear. We're running Continental Sport Contact 2s. The rear tire right here, 315/25/19, the only tire approved worldwide made by Continental and Michelin tires. The contact package is huge. The car grips amazingly. It's all-wheel drive, so you can really just throw this car around and it handles like a go-kart. CEC is bringing the world of tuning to the States here in Los Angeles at our showroom. And at the end of this year, we'll be opening up our second showroom in Coral Gables, Miami Beach, Florida. And we hope to bring a lot more of these cars to the East Coast.
We're down here at Irwindale Speedway again, one of our favorite drifting spots. Mainstream Productions handled the car show side of it. Club 4AG handled the drifting side of it. RSL had their Supra out here and their 350ZX, both of which they just had their products on the car. So it's pretty amazing to see what they can do with just their bolt-on product.
Manabu Orido. He's one of the judges from D1 Professional Drifting League in Japan. He's also drives a GT500 Toyota Supra, and he's a professional racing driver. How's your car running today? 今日の車の調子はどうですか？
今日はね、車調子いいですよ。RSR さんのサスペンションの入った、今日は僕 Z、新しい Z に乗ってるんだけど、ちょっとパワーはね、ノーマルだからちょっとあんまないんですけど、非常に走りやすい車です。
He's driving a RSR 350Z. He said the motor is stock, so he doesn't feel much power, but RSR suspension is working really good.
I'm Reese Millen, owner and operator of RMR Products Incorporated. We're here today demonstrating the rally car Evolution 7 and promoting the full line of Evolution 8 performance products that my company manufactures. Drifting in the US obviously is new to the masses. The hardcore have been watching it, viewing it for several years now from Japan. I think it definitely has a place and a namesake that will grow for the future in the US.
Hi, my name is Ernie Fixmer.
My name is Andy Yin, 23 years old, and I live in California.
Hi, I'm Alex. You guys seen me. Great video.
I took the first top 10 and I was pretty happy about that. Tried to concentrate on the drifting and not really on what's going on around. And that got me into third place. So I'm pretty satisfied with that.
The event was great. I didn't even know I made the top 3 cut. When we get everybody driving together, it's the best.
In this car, she's a beast. You don't want to drive this car. It's scary. The U.S. drifters, I got to give it to Ernie and Andy and a lot of the other guys. Hiro, Taka, they are the speeds they're hitting now. It's really hard to keep up with these guys.
The original RSR from Japan is back in the USA with many exciting products. RSR exhaust systems omit useless bends to provide the straightest exhaust piping possible. RSR has the exhaust you need from quiet tone to full race sound and performance, and fitting many applications. Please contact an authorized RSR dealer near you. RSR. Expect only the best.